Hello friends, hope you are doing well. Welcome to another episode, and today we are going to discuss about the report and data view of Power BI. Power BI is a very popular data analytics tool. Only using this Power BI skill, you can secure a job in the field of uh, data analytics as an entry level job. So the focus of this series of videos on Power BI is to give you an introduction of this nice tool. Of course, in future you can learn more about Power BI. You can also check out the previous video for preliminary knowledge. In today's video, we are focusing on the report and data view section. So here in Power BI, in the chat GPT, we have asked one prompt provide some information about report and data view of Power BI, and it has pointed a few points like the report view, canvas, visualization, field pan area, formatting and customization. So the filter and slices, interaction, page navigation, many points are discussed here. We'll try to focus on these area as our matter of discussion. Like if I read all these point like a reading, you are not getting any hands-on idea about these tools. So we are going to work on a particular database. So we are using a Northwind Axis database. It is freely downloadable. You can search Northwind Axis database. So it is a MySQL, it is a Microsoft Access database. So just look at the tables that are available in this particular database, so you can understand a little bit about the business. And so here we can see there is a table for customers, and just I'm selecting the tables one by one so that you can see the data and you can get an idea about the organization. So first in the customer table, we can see that the customer name, contact, company, last name, first name, then email ID, and then job title, telephone, telephone number, phone number. So many informations are already there. Some information on null value, country, zip codes, just dummy data. These data are not real. It is clear. We can see employee related information, inventory related information, order. So what we are doing, we are selecting all the table here from this database, and we are loading them to our Microsoft Power BI. So the process is very simple. Go to connect section and select the Axis database, connect, and select the database file. So it is located somewhere. So or your company is providing that Axis database. There are different forms of from different types of database available. So today we are working using MS Access. So select all the tables that you required for the analysis. You can skip some table if these are not required. So for this tutorial, we are selecting all the tables where data are available, and based on that, we are going to do our analysis, and we'll try to understand how the basic level data analysis and dashboard creation work in Power BI. So it is going to be a long tutorial, but don't worry about the length of the tutorial. If you are understanding this, it is fine. Uh, Probably I will make the conversation little fast. If you think it is too fast, then you can reduce the speed, and if you think it is too slow, then you can faster the video as per your convenience. So just loading this data, it will take a little bit of time. So these datas are loading one by one. Now let us check the information right now. there is a report view. Report view in Power BI is where you design the visualization, arrange them on a canvas, add filter, create interaction, and this is a very important part of report view. Then there is a canvas. Canvas is the main workplace where you place the chart, tables, and images. Then the visualization part, you can drag and drop different visualization canvas from that section. We'll demonstrate this. So what is the report view? Report view is this little icon that you see at the uh, very right hand corner of this page, and very left hand corner of the page. And now you can see all the tables are loaded here. We want to see the relationship between the tables, so clicking on the relationship view, and we see that as it is an MS Access database, there is a very good relationship available in this database. So I'm just removing this, minimizing this space, and observe the database for a little time. Let us observe this database. We can see this is the privilege, and here it is privilege ID, privilege ID relationship. There is another relationship with like employee ID and ID. Then supplier, we can see there is a relationship between the suppliers and supplier ID. I think just clicking on the relationship link, you can find which field is associated to which field and what is the type of the relationship. So this relationship one to many relationship. Similarly, there are a lot of relationships available here, you can see. So it is a very complex database. For example, we can understand that one order has information about the customer, then employee ID, order date, order ID, payment type, shipping address, then shipping ID, shipping fee, tax, etc. So these information are connected to here we see 3 tables are connected. In fact, this table is connected to many other tables. Here we can see this table is connected to shipper. When I am clicking, shipping ID is associated with the shipper ID. And so as an analytics person, you are going to observe the database for a while for a better understanding of the visualization. You cannot start visualization instantly after that. So here in the report view, you can see there are some suggestions available, but we will start visualization from the beginning. So there is a field panel. This panel is at the right side of the screen, and the list of fields from your data source. You can use this field to populate your visualization. So let's see where is the field panel. So basically, when I'm selecting one particular, say, order table in the data section, I'm clicking on this order, and here we can see the fields. By dragging, by clicking, or by expanding this drop down, we can see all the fields relevant to that. Now let's check out the filter and slices. You can add filter to control data display on your visualization. Slice provide interactive filters and option for the end users. Interaction means when you are making change in one visualization, you can see changes in other visualization. Then page navigation. So before doing this you can search the Northwind database. We can search Power BI dashboard using Northwind database in Google, and you will find some nice tutorial and images from various sources all over in Google image. For example, this one is a source, and here you can see the visualizations, like the title employee performances showing is there, the net revenue per order by employees. So various type of data reports are possible, and we are going to explore this in this tutorial. So we need to learn many things like query editor. We need to learn data source related information, how to connect various type of data source. So here we are skipping that because we are focusing on only one database here, Microsoft Access. Then data transformation, relationship, understanding relationship, defining relationship between tables, and creating coherent data model is very important. Calculating some column depending on the measures, and query parameters, etc. So here ChatGPT is no doubt helping us with the knowledge that required for that, but majority of the data visualization tasks require the data visualizer's knowledge about database and this tool and various options available here. So here, first of all, as a new beginner, look at the options available at the top. This is for connecting the data. You can connect various type of databases, including text, CSV. I was trying to connect a MySQL database, and it is actually showing some error because you need a special type of connection for that, and you can easily use Excel spreadsheet. And there are options for OneLake database hub, which is a cloud-based data source. There is option for MySQL SQL Server database connection. So we are using an MS Access database, and majority of our focus in this tutorial will be giving you an idea of how to use this report view section, because this one is very most important part of Power BI visualization. And report view has a large number of elements, especially large number of tools, and two most important thing you need to know about report view is the UI and its function. The UI that we see here and its functions are very important. In this particular ribbon, you are getting various type of icons, like easily you can insert new visualization, you can add a text box, you can do more things with the help of Power BI. So this one is the desktop view, this one is the mobile view. So we are looking at the desktop view. You can add more pages if required, you can remove the pages if not required. Very simple. So if you are using Power BI desktop version, and you are a little bit familiar with Word, Excel, PowerPoint kind of thing, then learning Power BI is not difficult for you. You can easily learn that. Let us look at various section of Power BI. First, this particular section, you can see my mouse over. This particular section is known as the blade or UI section, blade UI. This section is known as the view connector section. Remember this. And this particular area is known as, I can use my pen tool for marking this so that you can easily understand this. Okay, so this one is known as the view connector. This one is known as the blade UI. This area is known as the report page navigation. Okay, and this one is known as the ribbon interface. You can get various type of ribbon here. Okay, dear friends, now let's move to our next information. Like Power BI by default, when it opens the report view. So you get the classical ribbon here for the home section, and you you can add different pen to the site depending on your requirement. At present, here you have add field here, um, add data field here. So there are many tables available. So how to search? Suppose you want to search the product name, product name. So you can see product name is available in all those fields. So which particular field is required right now? So for example, in a visualization, you want to use the product name here. So dear friend, it is very simple. Just drag one visualization or just click on one visualization and select the product name. So you can see the product name will be populated here. And suppose you want to see that what is the information, or you want to import the product name for product, and you want to add more information. Like from product table, you have selected the product, and side by side you want to check, you want to add some information. Like, so here you are just selecting the standard cost, and you can see a graph of different product and their cost. There are a lot of product, and you can see their cost in dollar here. You can change the visualization immediately using this kind of changes, and you can see the product names and their prices here. This is how we can instantly create a graph. But when you are going to do some advanced analysis, you need some deeper understanding on this particular area. So dear friend, uh, we are going to explore these in this particular tutorial. First of all, let's see all the tabs of the top section of Power BI. So in home section, we get see this area is this particular. If I use the pen tool, it will be better for you. So this area is related to the data and query related option. Here you can insert anything on this graph. Here you can create a new field using new measure, and this is the option for publishing your report online, and you need a special account for that. Okay, if we move to the next tab, we see there are insert options. You can insert a new page, you can insert new visualization, new QA section. Question and answer section is about your data in natural language to create some new visualization. The key influencer, some decomposition tree. So these are AI visualizer. This section is called AI visualizer. So a smart narrative, etc. So what will happen if we try to insert a Q&A section here? So this is the Q&A section. Try one of these to get standard count, customer, show, supplier, extend, minimum order price, total. So these are some suggestions that AI is giving us from this data. Then we can customize it. We can get some suggestion from AI in this using this tool, but we'll get back to this section later. For now, I am removing this. Then we see some text box, button, shape, image. That means we can also insert an image here say I want to add this Mona Lisa picture here somewhere in this. It is taking a little bit of time because the file size is little big. Unable to insert image, the format is too large. Okay, let me add a very simple image of myself. So I can add this image here as a visualization. Is it possible to increase the shape? Maybe. Yes. So I can add this sort of image in the visualization. Very simple. You can add some shape here. Say I want to add this circle shape here. That depends on your creativity, what kind of visual analytics you want to add. So you can add something like this. You can change its color and you can do some sort of customization. I'm removing this for now. Just delete, click and delete. Okay, very simple. Here modeling is associated with different type of relationship between the tables. You can manage roles, who is going to view which particular visualization. There are some views available, like I can instantly change this view to this, or instantly I can make it like this. So that is a standard view is this. Okay, then optimize, you can optimize this visualization. These are the major area. There is clipboard as well. So at the home area you get clipboard. Suppose I want to copy this. Is there any selection option? Like I can copy this whole thing and copy this visual, and I can take a new page and paste this. Now the whole visualization will be pasted. So copy paste is simple here. There are various type of data source available. So in get section you get all this data visualization. So it depends on your experience level, what type of database you have previously used, and depending on that you can select one database, because there are tons of sources available. Okay, so here we are dealing with an Microsoft Access database, not Twin database, and connecting to SQL server, like this required database related connection detail. You need to type the the server details. You can also insert data directly using input. Dataverse button, actually Dataverse button is important for people who want to connect your database to a advanced level software like Microsoft Dynamics and Dataverse information, actually like some credential that connect your visualization tool to an external software. There are some query subsection. So what is query subsection? Query subsection actually transform your data, and you can refresh the data. So refresh is generally if you make some changes in the data model, then you can use this refresh button. Transform data has two separate option here, two separate functions here. One is transform data, another is data source setting. When we are clicking on data source setting, at present we can see where my data is located. So it is located somewhere inside my PC, and this is the location of this data. I can change the location of this data as well. So for now it is located inside my PC. So data setting, anytime if you want to see where my data is located, you can use data source setting. Very simple. And then insert subsection. Insert subsection, next to insert tab you get another buttons like new visualization. When you are clicking on new visualization, at present this one is one visualization. When I clicking new visualization, it is adding me another visualization instantly. So by default it will place the selected item from the visualization panel, and you can get more visualization by clicking this three dot here. You can remove some visualization, you can change some visualization. And dear friend, you get more visualization option here also. Here you can use some use some app sources from Power BI visualize app sources. You can select some file as well. So when you import some Power BI visual from internet, you can browse the file from your computer. Okay, so Power BI visual app source, you can Google it, like what is Power BI app source. What is Power BI app source? So app source is known as Microsoft App Source. It is a marketplace where you can discover and try recur various type of function and sources and businesses developed by Microsoft and third party, specifically within the context of so you can get a different type of custom visualization through this source. We'll visit this website, no problem, Microsoft App Source, for better understanding. So here you can get different type of Power BI tools. So go to this section, Power Platform category, and select the software on Power BI. Actually we need to search Power BI visuals, so search here. So you get different kind of Power BI apps here. This is the category, Power BI visual category. Here all these apps are Power BI visual category from different. For example, you can create a word cloud very easily. You can create a radar chart like this. So when you are going to word view, get now, download the sample, and you can create a word cloud of your text data, something like this. Is it downloadable? It is free of cost. You can get a sample like this. So if we open this sample using a new Power BI window, let's see what is there. So this information is new for the beginner, of course, but for experienced guys, definitely these are very elementary level things. So here you can see total word is around, Microsoft Word is used 100 times, Power BI uses 20 times. So the actual article is consist of this kind of visualization, hints, then options. So you can see this word based cloud here. Suppose I want to get, then I need to sign in for that. Okay, it is very simple, no problem. Final subsection of now there are some last two button at the home tab. Let us discuss about last two button of the home tab, which is sensitivity and share. So what is sensitivity? Basically, sensitivity is associate, it is now inactive, and the publish option is there. We'll discuss the function of sensitivity share later. Report view, now we are focusing on the report view. So dear friend, in a particular page you are now doing your analysis. So visual subsections has two exact same buttons that we see in the home section, like new visuals and more visuals, new visuals and more visuals. Their functions is exactly same as the function of this area. Here also you can add more visuals. So these functions are available in both area. AI visual subsection is next to this pane. So here AI is helping you in doing the visualization. So at this time, when we are doing this tutorial, AI powered visualization is very popular because nowadays people are using AI in every task, starting from writing an article, designing something, etc. So why not Power BI is going to use that tool as well. So what is the importance of using this particular AI powered visualization? AI powered visualization is actually giving you some suggestion. So using those suggestion, you can instantly start the visualization. So next to this AI subsection, you are getting some more Power Platform sections, and Power Platform section has paginated report, Power Apps, Power Automated Preview. These sections are available. So Power Platform visuals offer the ability to interact with and engage the other portion of the Power Platform. We'll discuss about this in later tutorial because these are very much in-depth knowledge is required for that, and for this elementary level tutorial I'm not going to bombard with a lot of knowledge here. Let's see this section. This is pretty much understandable from the icon. Like you can add a text box here, very simple. So when you want to add one text box here in your visualization for adding some description, say you want to add some description, it is giving you some text editor kind of thing. So here you can select the font size, color of the text, like you can select a color, like I'm adding a green color, making it bold, and this is a test, and do the formatting just like MS Word. You can change the color as well. So this is not a big problem for someone. Its cosmetic changes are very simple. So placing this at a suitable place is like drag and drop. Easily you can place it somewhere. Why it is not visible? Maybe it is behind right now, or I have now it is visible. There is a button section, so you can add some button, different kind of buttons, page navigation, bookmark section, etc. You can add a link as well. So it is important to note that all these button except the QA section and bookmark section, except QA and bookmark section and navigation section, these are placing the button on your canvas. So you are going to place this button on your canvas, and QA and bookmark section have a default action already set. These are like some buttons, so it will be appear on the report view using its default feature. Here you can insert some images if you want. We have already shown you how to see the images. Now it is time to understand the model view tab here. So this one is the model view tab. So when you go to model view, there is a new ribbon showing here. So we are going to discuss about this ribbon, this nice ribbon. Here we are focusing on this particular area. Other areas are already known to us. So here first thing is about the managed relationship. Managed relationship is a button where you can see the relationship in the models. So you can add and remove the relationships. So it is better understandable if you have idea about relationship database, where each table has some unique primary key and foreign key, and they are related with a kind of relation. So Power BI will try to auto detect this relationship based on the column name, and this can be useful in getting a set of relationship together in the data model. And sometimes the data model already has this relationship, like access database has already that relationship, and this relationship is showing here. Now calculation subsection, if you look at the calculation subsection, so next to the area, so calculation subsection is a very important part, like a new measure is the calculation section part. When you click at the new measure section, that means you want to create a new measure table in your existing tables. And here you can see something like Excel formula bar is showing here. So measure is the name of the table, and here you can use DAX or DEX editor for writing this formula, and you can use this DEX formula writing tool for creating a new table. That will depend on your requirement, what kind of information you want to add in the new table here. For example, you don't need, in that case you can remove this. It will automatically remove if you are not saving this. The what if section is another section or parameter. We'll discuss this later. It has some security issues, and so QA subsection is very important. So what is the importance of QA setup? When you are clicking on the QA setup, it opens a window like this. So QA setup button brings a wizard like this, and using this wizard you can use like natural language for doing the analysis. So you can use these to teach the engine syndrome, so that when you ask some question with a certain word, the Power BI engine knows the word means in this context of this data model. So it is going to help you in the visualization. So linguistic schema button, there is a linguistic schema button there is import and export option available for linguistic schema button. So report view tab, we are moving to a report view tab as a view section, view tab. And when you are on report view, and the view tab section has these page view, then mobile layout view. You can show the grid lines. When you are clicking this, it is showing you some dotted grid line. You can remove this grid line as well. And there are various type of themes available. So these are basically themes. You can select any one theme, like this one or this one or that one, black and white theme. And you can scale fit this visualization to this page. For example, I want to fit this in this page, or I want to make it 100% actual, or I want to make this fit to the page, something like this. Now we are just viewing the another tab, which is called the help section. So in the help section you get more information, like learning more about Power BI. You get online training videos, and those online training videos are very helpful. You can see the documentation part is very robust. That means you can get answer of almost everything if you search this documentation. Like I want to get information about the point that we have learned a little while ago, like theme. Like I want to know more about the theme and searching. So here we can see documentation about report theme in Power BI. It is showing different kind of theme. It is also showing the built-in feature. It is, you can customize this report. These are basically JSON based setting. How can you apply one particular theme to your visualization? So this is how you can use the documentation and help section. And let's move to our Power BI section. We have a support section. We have Power BI blog, where experts are writing their article about different topics on Power BI, like low code authority of pagination. There are tons of articles available since 2013. If you look at 2013, that was the first natural language capacity of Power BI. That was one of the very old blog post written by an expert. You will get blog post on admin area related topic, then data loss prevention related topic, developers related topics, Power BI related topics. There are many related topics are available in the blog section. And then community, of course. In the community, it is like a forum. You can share your problem in the community or forum. You can see there are different types of sections available in the community, like desktop related, service related, Power Query related, developer related, then DAX command related. There are some top contributors who regularly helping people with answering their questions. And if you join this community, you will learn more, you will find solution about the problem. So this one is very helpful. Of course, community. Then Power BI developers, Power BI for developers. This is again another documentation. If you want to work as a Power BI developer, you can use this content. This content is full of different technical articles, like about embedded analytics, about what is embedded analytics in Power BI, how to develop your own Power BI visuals. If you look at this documentation, these are robust. How to save the visual packages as PBIVs, and then these are actually some self-learning documentation. Then you get the submit an idea section, and you get external tool sections. In external tool is important. External tool redirect you to different kind of tools available in Power BI. So you can get tools on any other tools like Open Python. That means you can write Python code. Symmetric modeling using Dex Studio. You get data analysis related tools. Miscellaneous tools are available. So Tableau editor, Tableau editor is actually model create, can build and maintain and manage in Tableau model. Light editor, like if some visualization is done in Tableau, you can also view this on Power BI. Metadata translator. So these are actually helpful for technical person, like understanding the object like table, column, calculated table, relationship, key model, model KPI, etc. Registering external tools, you can register your external tools using this. So these are for advanced level users. Now there are some example available. Example data set, you can get example data set. Sample reports, community galleries are available. See some sample reports here. Get some sample reports. So you can download financial data sample workbook. You can download some files from here. SQL sample. So here is the financial data sample. This is the option, try the sample, and you can import this. So once you import this, you can get this type of analysis as a sample, like year by year analysis, something like this. So visualization, let us look at the visualization pane for now, because this part is very important. When you are familiar with all this tool, you can do a lot of tasks. So our main focus today is on this visualization tool section. So let us try to learn all those visualization name. First one is stacked bar chart. Second one is stacked column chart. Then we get cluster bar chart. We get cluster column chart. We get 100% stacked column chart. We get 100% stacked column chart, line chart. This one is line chart. Get familiar with all these type of chart, like line chart. This one is area chart, then stacked area chart. Then we get line and stacked column. Line and stacked column. We get line and clustered column chart. This one is ribbon chart. This one is waterfall chart. Funnel chart. This one is the scattered chart. Pie chart, which is very familiar and popular. Donut chart, again very familiar and popular. Then tree map, which is again very familiar and popular. Map, when you click on map, it is associated with Google Bing map. Then you get filed map. This one is Azure map. Azure map is like a service. And the gas tool, this one is the card. This one is multi-row cards. This one is KPI. That means we can convert this graph into a KPI using just one click, and it is showing you the latest point, and this whole graph is converted into a into a KPI. Then there is slicer tool. There is a table view of the data. You can use some metrics. You can R script visuals, Python visuals, and there is key influencers, decomposition tree, Q&A. Then this one is a smart narrative, pagination, like these are some other. Then we see there is a section. So between the visualization list and the value subsection, there are two buttons. So we can see some another thing, format your visualization, and another is add further analysis to your visual. So format your analysis, and here we can go and we can work on the general information like effect. For now, visual border. As for now, we can change the color. So select this one and see whether this property is active or not. Depending on this, we can change its color. There are some advanced options available. Effects, we change the color to this color. We can change the color and change the transparency a little bit, something like this. so we can do a lot of changes. So what is important about this subsection is that you should feel free to explore these options and get yourself familiar with that. Click every possible options for understanding how it works. We don't need this text right now. Fields and filter pane. Fields and filter pane. This one is the fields and filter pane. Here you fields pane contain a list of all tables, column, measures in your report, and it will contain various type of information about your data. So for example, here we can see all products are listed here. Suppose we want to select few major products, like 3 products or 5 product out of this. Here we can see the graph is automatically changing based on our selection. And here we want to we can use various type of condition here for filtering this graph. And you can search, suppose you know there is a product available in this product list, and you can search this from, for example, we are searching fruit, fruit, fruit in the table. It will help us in searching. For example, here we can search fruit. Here I can see the fruit is there, include this basic filter. So understanding how to use this less than, equal to, greater than equal to, is not, is blank, is not blank. So these are some basic condition that you can apply for this. So here we can apply like less than is greater than 10, and we can add another condition, greater than 10 and less than 20. We can slice the range like this depending on the visualization. Here we can expand this ribbon to more like sections. Add a data filter. We can add a data filter here by dragging top function. So data views has actually a lot of possibilities, and in this particular tutorial we are giving you the introduction within 1 hour, and in the future class we'll do some dashboard creation. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. If you like this video, then do not forget to share it with your friend who needs similar kind of information. See you guys in the next episode. Till then, take care. Bye bye.